welcome back on into the studio. I am now here with, well, I mean, you've taken over TikTok, you've taken over Instagram, and part-time werewolf.
I am a werewolf.
Baby Ariel is in the building. How are you today?
I'm doing really great, actually. How are you?
Amazing. We got so much sunshine today.
It's so nice outside.
It's
oh
wonderful.
my God, it's beautiful.
Big, beautiful day outside. It is really exciting to have you here in studio.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
You've had some really fun things over the last couple of months.
Yes.
One thing that I want to start us off with, obviously Zombies 2 was so much fun.
Woo!
Oh yeah, and the
Go
response
watch it,
to it has been really cool. Like,
Thank you.
for an entire generation, that's going to be the movie that kids look at as like, that was my musical.
That's what blows my mind, because like to this day, High School Musical was like my entire life. Like I grew up on High School Musical. Like I wanted to marry Troy Bolton, and so to be in a movie that I know will be a part of kids' childhoods for a really long time is so special.
And you got the exciting thing of being the character that kind of is like that childlike wonder in the movie.
I had the most fun on Planet Earth. I play Winter, and she's a werewolf, and I had fun because, you know, Chandler and Pierce, like the other werewolves, they have like the super strong, which Winter's still strong, but they have very strong, like level-headed characters, and Winter is just all over the place. Like she is a mess in a great way, but she's a mess, and she cares so much. She doesn't know how to control her emotions sometimes. So I had so much fun because I could do like really whatever I wanted with her.
And what's cool about her is she's so passionate, and you also, someone that has so much passion for your music and your social media and stuff. It's really cool to see like the similarities there.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, but with me and her, it's funny because I feel like we're very different, but also very similar. Because we both feel, I think, the same. We feel so much love for our family and for our friends or for the people we care about, but we just have different ways of expressing it. But that's how I was able to connect with her so much, because I knew when I read the script, I was like, oh my God, this girl has so much passion. She just cares too much. And if I were like her and I had that much passion, which I do, like, and I couldn't really express it in the right way, then I'd be exactly like her. And so I connect with her.
One of the cool things about this movie for your character, you had like this awesome streak of like blondish white,
yeah.
like
I'm like, it's right here.
It's still there?
Yeah, it's almost gone.
Okay. Oh, so it was actually in there the whole time, huh?
Oh my gosh. It's
oh
like,
my gosh.
This side of my hair is like super smooth and great. It's my natural hair. This side, on the other hand, we bleached it. So it was like,
really?
They bleached this little section here.
Mm-hmm.
I like see. And then like they would like put it back like that.
That's exciting. Well, it kept you a little bit of less time in makeup at the beginning of the day then.
Oh yeah, because I remember we did a shoot afterwards, after Zombies was out, like a promotion shoot, and my hair was already back to brown, and so we had to spend time just painting that blonde.
Oh,
like,
wow.
It was so bad.
Yeah, because sometimes there's those movies where you will spend 4 hours in makeup. Luckily, you haven't had quite that experience just yet, right?
Oh, I mean, it started off, the first figuring out the makeup and hair, it was like 3.5 hours-ish to do hair and makeup, because we didn't really have a groove down yet, but towards the end we got it down to like a solid 2 hours, like an hour for hair, an hour for makeup.
All right, so let's go ahead and take it back to the beginning now. I believe it was 8th grade when you first started making Musically?
Yeah, going into my 9th grade year.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit about that, because I've heard you say before that it kind of caught you off guard, the magnitude of what ended up happening.
Oh my God, it was crazy.
Tell me that story.
Yeah, so I kind of started making these lip sync videos on a Musically randomly. Like it was over the summer. I was hanging out with my brother all day long, and we came across this app called Musically and just started to make these lip sync videos the way we thought they were supposed to be done. And people really liked the way I was doing them. Like they started following me, liking my videos, and every day I would get featured on the homepage of Musically, which then turned into gaining a larger following there, and also on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube and Snapchat and all that stuff. And I realized that people actually did it as a career. I didn't know that beforehand. I was 14. I had no idea. And I was like, oh my God, I can actually do this, like for real. This could be a thing. I could do YouTube videos weekly. So I started making YouTube videos weekly. I got approached by a tour called Digitour to go on a social media tour with some of my best friends that I met through social media. I was like, okay, this is really cool. Like I was happy. And then from there, I just kept going.
Yeah. And so many places you have gone with that going. I mean, we see you all over the place. Obviously, with the Disney, you were able to do a little bit of going around and shooting, and we've seen you recently. Were you the first two-time guest on the Ask Gary Vee show?
Yes, I think so, actually, which is crazy. I love Gary Vee.
Yeah. And he's fantastic,
He's
right?
amazing. He's incredible.
So this year we've had a couple of exciting things happen, or towards the end of last year also. In addition to the role that you had within the movie, you also did the song for the soundtrack for Zombies 2.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that process and just what were you thinking about when you were realizing, okay, I'm going to be doing the song for this movie?
Right. The New Kid in Town you're talking about?
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was so much fun. They asked me, they're like, I remember I was at an event and they showed me the song and I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. I was like, I'd love to do it. They're like, okay, cool. And we figured everything out and soon enough I was at that diner filming that music video. Actually, not yet. I went to rehearsals beforehand, had to learn how to do that whole little dance number break, and then went to the diner and filmed. And it was incredible. I got to hang out with my best friends all day long. I learned a lot. And again, it's the same as like the High School Musical thing. Like growing up, I would listen to all of Selena Gomez's songs on Disney and Hannah Montana's songs on Disney. And so to be somebody that is even like recording a Disney song and making a music video, then filming it with like other best friends of mine who are also on Disney. I'm like, what is going on? It's a dream come true.
Yeah, I mean, what you're doing right now is something really special. I mean, there's not a lot of people that will get to, you know, in that early 20 range, be living full time and working with their best friends, you know, and everybody is passionate as you are. When you think about that, do you ever take a step back and just like take a vision of like everything that's happening around you, or?
Oh yeah, 1000%. Like
Yeah.
I have to pinch myself every day and I just step back. I mean, I just like, I feel so blessed and so thankful and lucky. I don't know how it happened, but I'm here. And I'm like a normal kid, you know, like I'm a kid, like I get nervous, I get scared, I hate myself sometimes. And so to be in this position is just, I'm so thankful.
So the shooting happened, I would assume, early to mid last year for Zombies 2?
Yes, last year, May to July.
May to July. Any exciting things happen on set with you guys?
Oh my gosh, every day was so exciting. The first month was all rehearsals. So we we rehearsed every single day for like 8 hours. And we became like family the first day. Like we had game nights every single day. We'd order pizza and brownies and just stay up and play games. What else? I feel like we were always laughing. Like that's the cool thing. It was never so serious. You know, I've heard about sets that you go on and it's like very serious and like this is what has to be done and blah blah blah. But with Zombies, we were all so passionate about the project and the message and the meaning behind it that we wanted it to be fun and light and we, because of that, had just the best time and we were laughing 24/7.
So as you start moving and looking forward into 2020, what are you most looking forward to as we make our way into close to summer here and into fall?
Oh my gosh, I've been making a lot of TikToks recently with some of my best friends. I'm working on music, so hopefully we'll get that out. And I've been auditioning a lot, just gonna keep acting, keep doing my thing, and I'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's interesting the whole Los Angeles deal of acting because you will go to these auditions and while you're there, it's like the most like nervous moment ever before you walk into something like that. You could say, do you see the trauma just from thinking of the auditions?
It's traumatic.
Waiting in that waiting room to walk in before they say, all right, come in.
You think you have it. Like at home, I'm like, I got this. I get there and I see like 10 other girls who look exactly like me. I'm like, there's no way.
Isn't that the weirdest feeling?
I'm like, I'm not getting this part. Like, I'm going to go home now.
And that's one thing interesting about this business too, for those of you guys that may be thinking about getting into it, is that they have an idea for what exactly they want. So if you walk in, if I were to walk into an audition, it would be a bunch of 5'11", tan, dark-haired guys that look almost exactly like I do, which is like very little differences. Yeah.
But sometimes it's funny, like sometimes those little differences matter. And like that's what I have to remember. I'm like, you know, I trust my acting. I'm a good actress. You're probably a good actor. We go in there, we try our best.
Yes.
But sometimes it's at the end of the day, it's really not up to us. Because like if we're going, let's say we're auditioning for like I'm auditioning for the role of a daughter and they already have the parents casted, but the parents both have like super blonde hair, even though I might have been like the perfect fit, quote unquote, I don't have blonde hair. And then sometimes it's my eyes. I'm too short, I'm too tall, I'm too this, I'm too that. So we have to remember that like it's not always you.
I always remember that. I did a little research on the Harry Potter films a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And originally, Daniel Radcliffe was who they wanted to come in. He was who ended up getting the role. But originally, they had a problem with just the color of his eyes. So they had to book the mother of that role to match Daniel Radcliffe's eyes versus the book mother's eyes.
And then, exactly.
Yeah, so
it's so complicated. It's
yeah.
like so, all of these other things, that, like, they could have 10 great actors who are great for the role, but he has to be at least five. I don't know. It's like,
right.
It's so crazy.
You just never know.
You never know.
It's very exciting to have you here in studio. So the TikTok really has, it's morphed a little bit since Musical.ly. It's changed since the early days in it. What are some of the biggest changes you've seen now versus when you first started on Musical.ly?
Oh, I mean, the whole app is different. If you even pick up your phone and start moving it the way I used to move it, then like you can't do that anymore. That's over. So like the style of video is very different. It's more, I think it's not as overly produced as Musical.ly and not as planned out and sketched out. Like I know for Musical.ly, me and a lot of my friends would sit there and really go over, so it sounds crazy, go over all of our hand motions and facial expressions and exactly what we're doing, make sure we had like the best lighting, best this. Whereas TikTok, like you can wake up, look crazy like I do when I wake up and film it and it could do great. Like nothing is ever, you never know with TikTok.
Yeah.
The audience I think is different. There's a lot more you can do. There's a lot more.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see where it goes because it's only getting bigger right now.
Oh, yeah.
Really fun as we had some of our viewers on TikTok send in some questions for you. Are you ready to answer a couple fan questions?
Oh, heck yeah, that's my favorite.
All right, perfect. Let's see our first one now.
Here's a question for Baby Yar. Do you have a crush?
Oh my god, I love her! Do I have a crush? Oh my gosh.
Bullied Zoe, thank you for sending in that question,
Oh
by
my
the
god,
way.
can I just see it one more time?
Yeah, let's see it again. How
She
adorable.
Is the most precious. I love you. What's her thing? What's her bullied Zoe?
Bullied Zoe, it looks like.
Why are you bullied? No. Oh, her name's Cammie. Hi Cammie, I love you. I do have a crush.
Oh! Oh my gosh, I just stepped in some tea.
Yeah, the tea has been spilled.
So I guess the next question is, how do you go about dealing with a crush? Like, what are some good steps when you do have one?
Gosh, don't follow my advice. I'm going through it right now. Like, my problem is when I have a crush and I like someone. If I don't like them back, if they don't like me back, I just cut them off completely and I'm not friends with them.
Savage!
Which is
it can be tough though.
I cannot handle the pain of being someone's friend if I like them.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
It's
so
difficult.
don't follow me. If I were you, be yourself, love it. That's what I do. I'm me, I'm myself. If you don't like me, then I'm not your friend.
As we wrap things up here in the studio, any final words of thoughts for our people out there? What to look for coming up in the next couple of months here?
Whew! I don't know what's coming up. Honestly, I'm just living and I'm going to see what happens. But I love you. Be you. Follow your heart. Follow your dreams. Don't care what everybody has to say. And yeah, I love you.
And follow baby Ariel on her social media there in the link below. You can check all of that down there in the description. So check it all out.
Thanks.
Ariel, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's been a privilege.
This was awesome.
Guys, we will see you next time.
Peace out.